Caitlin Clark talked about Lexi Hull's hustle in the pregame.
Mitchell dials up a three.
Like running her off this Iverson cut into a ball screen.
Clark, yes!
Two young superstars, one unforgettable night. On September 15th, 2024, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell combined their talents to orchestrate a masterclass against the Dallas Wings, securing a mind-blowing 110-109 victory in a game that will go down into WNBA history. But the Dallas Wings weren't backing down without a fight. Satou Sabally and Arike Ogunbowale came in locked, loaded, and ready for battle. And trust me, this game turned into an all-out war. The Indiana Fever had to dig deep, push past the pressure, and find a way to come out on top. So, let's rewind and break down exactly how they pulled off this epic win. From the opening tip, it was clear that the Indiana Fever were determined to defend their home court. The game kicked off with both teams displaying high energy and determination, but Dallas took an early 4-point lead.
It's the Olympic break.
McCowan easily wins the tip, and Sabally knocks down a three.
This forced Caitlin Clark to waste no time making her presence felt, orchestrating the offense with precision and setting up Aaliyah Boston for a two-pointer. At this point, it was a two-man game between Boston and Clark as the Fever tried to close the score gap.
They average 11 offensive rebounds a game, one of the best in the league.
Clark frees up Boston for two more.
Two-man game.
Clark was shooting 67% from downtown, but her breakout moment was yet to come. With the Fever trailing by 8, she drilled a signature step-back three, cutting the deficit to 5.
Clark on a step-back, buries a three.
Then Kelsey Mitchell made her presence felt with an assist. Moments later, Clark drilled another deep three, her second of the night, sending the Fever fans into a frenzy.
14th game and part of the challenge that Dallas has had all year. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down her second three.
Very well executed.
As the second quarter began, the Fever needed a spark to shift the momentum. The question was, who would light the fire? The crowd on edge and Indiana desperate for momentum, Clark responded immediately from way downtown.
National duties with Germany, also suffered an injury. This is just her 14th game and part of the challenge that Dallas has had all year. Clark catch and shoot and knocks down her second three.
Very well.
Then it was Kelsey Mitchell's turn to cook, and oh boy, she brought the heat. Receiving a pass from Clark, she puts Ogunbowale on skates with a nasty fake out and delivers a shot that went straight to the net. The Fever had their first lead of the night.
Cowan does from 2-point range.
Mitchell sidesteps Ogunbowale and buries a three.
Just when it seemed the momentum had shifted, Clark delivered. With defenders closing in, she threaded the needle to Boston, who wasted no time finishing at the rim.
A needed bucket there to stop the bleeding for Dallas. Indiana had gone up 5, and they're back up 5 here with Boston.
Dallas wasn't going anywhere. Just when it looked like Indiana was starting to take control, here comes Sabally, pulling up from downtown to nail a three. And just like that, Indiana's lead gets chopped down in seconds.
That's the pace right there.
Ogunbowale pushing on the other end. Sabally launches and hits a three. Satou Sabally's third.
At this stage, the game felt like a heavyweight bout. Punch for punch, bucket for bucket, neither team backing down. Before the crowd could catch its breath, the Wings struck again. But if you thought Indiana was about to fold under pressure, think again, because Kelsey Mitchell answered immediately as she took the ball, shook the defender, and pulled up with a smooth and effortless two-pointer.
So Dallas has rattled off 7 in a row. Mitchell trying to answer, gets to the foul line and connects.
I could watch Kelsey Mitchell.
With the score tied at halftime, both teams knew the real battle was just beginning. Now this is where things got crazier. The third quarter was all about Clark and Mitchell taking over. And right out the gate, Mitchell wasted no time. She opened up the third quarter with a deep two to take the score up, with Indiana trailing again after being up for most of the second quarter. That bucket took her to 19 points in the game.
Hit her a few more times.
Mitchell a deep two here and starts the third quarter hot.
Here we go. Kelsey Mitchell.
Midway through the period, Clark executed a swift feint to get open for a pass, then sank a deep two to tie the game at 63-63.
Front courts. Clark shaking off Sheldon. Hits a deep two.
About a minute later, she penetrated the defense, drawing multiple defenders before kicking the ball out to Mitchell, who drilled a three to restore Indiana's lead. Then, not long after, Mitchell hit another three, and the Indiana fans went bonkers in the stands.
Caitlin Clark talked about Lexi Hull's hustle in the pregame.
Mitchell dials up a three.
Clark launched a long pass from midcourt, setting up Boston for her 13th point of the game. As the third highest scorer for the Fever behind Clark and Mitchell, Boston completed a dominant trio.
The screen, mid-range jumper.
But Clark right back to Boston, who got inside position on McCowan.
Dallas wasn't going to take it just lying down. Arike Ogunbowale shot from downtown to tie the game at 70-70. The game had intensified, and it was now a make-it-or-break-it moment for Clark, Mitchell, and the Fever.
Ogunbowale hits a three.
At the 4-minute mark of the third quarter, Clark, Mitchell, and Boston executed a precise play to set up Mitchell wide open at the three-point line. Seizing the opportunity, Mitchell sank another three-pointer, further showcasing their dynamic partnership. This play not only highlighted Clark's unselfishness, but also Mitchell's readiness to capitalize on open looks.
Mitchell off the screen, shot fakes, lobs it back for Boston. Boston back for Mitchell. You bet!
With time running out in the quarter, Kelsey Mitchell gets the ball from Caitlin Clark in the corner and drives into the paint so quickly you would think the Dallas defense does not exist as she lands a layup to restore Indiana's lead once again.
Mitchell driving by Sabally. Mitchell right to the cup.
So quick. I mean,
with the fourth quarter in full swing, Caitlin Clark decided to take the bull by the horns, or in this case, take the Dallas defense by the wings as she drove solo from center court to the paint for a layup in a very similar play to Mitchell's.
Defense. Clark hangs and finishes.
Later in the quarter, Mitchell returned Clark's earlier favor as she recognized a mismatch, drew the defense towards her, and delivered a crisp pass to Clark, who was positioned beyond the arc. With confidence, Clark released the shot, adding 3 more points to the scoreboard. This reciprocal play underscored their mutual trust and understanding, essential components of their on-court chemistry.
Wheeler in the game, getting Clark off the ball just a little bit here. We'll see if the Fever can free her up. Clark off the screen. Clark launches, hits a three!
Not long after Clark landed another 3 to extend Indiana's lead to 97 against Dallas' 88-point. CC was on fire and the crowd was loving it.
They like running her off this Iverson cut. Into a ball screen.
Clark, yes!
The fourth quarter was a showcase of Clark and Mitchell's offensive prowess, but Ogunbowale-led Dallas offense wasn't giving up easily. They ran an 8-0 run to almost completely erase the Fever advantage until Clark swooped a quick pass to Mitchell, who understood the assignment. Seeing the Dallas defense distracted, she caught the pass and shot immediately, sinking another 3, which got the crowd hyped.
This Fever advantage. Mitchell catch and shoot, buries a 3!
The final quarter was a test of composure and resilience. With the game on the line, Clark and Mitchell delivered. Clark, proving her clutch gene, drilled back-to-back 3s to put the Fever ahead. Then came the highlight of the night. Clark sliced through the Dallas defense, faked her defender to the floor, and dished a perfect pass to Dantas in the corner. Without hesitation, Dantas buried the 3, pushing the Fever's lead to 100.
Sheldon hits the deck, no whistle either way. Dantas corner 3, knocks it down! How about the confidence?
Clark kept the momentum rolling with a dazzling display of athleticism. She drove into the paint, drawing the Dallas defense before lofting a pinpoint pass to the corner. A quick swing found Dantas wide open, who calmly drained another 3.
Jason Clark, who goes behind the back. Clark into the corner, whole extra pass. Here is Dantas, buries a 3! They're off!
Despite Dallas keeping the game within a single point, Clark and the Fever held firm until the final buzzer, securing a dramatic 110-109 victory.
They counted it on the floor. They'll go and check, but the bottom line is Indiana with 110 points.
This victory not only marked a significant milestone for the Fever and helped them clinch the 6th seed in the playoffs, the game also began a great on-court romance between Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, who both had spectacular individual performances and combined for 65 points. Clark recorded 8 assists and 2 rebounds, while Kelsey Mitchell knocked down 6 3-pointers, which were a massive point booster for the team. Overall, their combined offensive effort contributed to about 80-plus total points. Even the Indiana Fever coach took notice of their chemistry and began praising them in the post-game interview.
Just really proud of these players for what they've done, the work they've put in, the resiliency they've shown. It's just to get that number, and again, with Kelsey Mitchell, who's never experienced that, it's just really awesome.
This game showed us that when Clark and Mitchell are together, the opposition might as well bring a fire extinguisher. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.